No. What do you think this is?
Where's room for a stomach and lungs and everything else?
But you don't make the lungs if you're making a character.
Yeah,
Unless you're making them, you know, like,
gore. Like, I'll show you my gore that I'm trying to make. Yeah, demented. Okay, So, Stickman! My Stickman.
I don't know if it's just me, but this is so laggy on
Yeah, join.me is laggy. I'm sorry. What? Quirting? What's quirting? Quirting? We can't understand you. So I'm gonna draw a thing, a character with my basic body forming technique. I don't know.
I'm just gonna use my eraser and I'm just gonna do this.
This is the part. So I make a box for the chest, and then for the belly, I make like a little ball, cause I have a little tiny drawing mannequin on my desk. I use it. But then I make a box, a rectangle underneath the ball, so then it can be the hips basically. You can either widen or shape the hips to fit the character. I make half circles for the shoulders. We're going back to the legs. I make long ovals for the thighs.
My V key isn't working. This is unacceptable.
I'm gonna die of laughter over here.
Oh, I have a squeaker I could pull out. Do you want me to pull out the squeaker?
No.
I don't know. If I can find it. You gotta. Oh, there it is. I actually have two now. Okay, I'm just gonna make one noise.
What have you done?
Okay, that's it. I'm scared I might have called my dog.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Dog apocalypse.
my dog is like 60 pounds.
Oh no. I have two cats as well.
So, I just keep my teardrop shaped hands. I make an oval for the forearm. What?
So.
Okay, you're still watching the stream, right, Legend?
Just because I'm using side doesn't mean I can still do this. Got this.
You can see the stream, right, Litton? Because I'm done building the character, kinda.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I don't know if me after this.
So I'm going
Good. Nothing.
to select this and copy it because I don't want to draw another. So
Oh my gosh, how many call drops do you have on this call? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
who's spamming?
It's a perfect.
Seriously? Joseph? This was supposed to be a private one.
I said, what?
So, can someone like ban or like my ears are hurting from this.
Stop!
I feel like my friend is messaging me 100 things at once. He's the only person who even messages me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you, Joseph.
Yeah, I know.
Now I kick this person.
This is for privacy.
Let's start a new one and everyone.
Okay, let's make a new call.
Alright. That just
Be- because he just ruined the whole thing. I feel like we should do a call without him.
I don't know.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna continue. This kid. Okay. Paste. Welcome back. Hey. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer that down to that layer, and I'm going to layer on top of this lines for fur and different body parts in a different color. Not that. I selected the wrong option. I'm gonna do blue.
Isn't Control Z work as an undo button and then just going straight up to the top left corner and pressing the undo button?
I don't like touching my keyboard when I draw.
No, I always do.
I don't. Do you use mouse?
No, I can't draw with the mouse. I can color with the mouse.
I can make pixel art. Okay, so I'm going to trace the ears first, because they're the most fun to do. I'm going to do simple toony style, which is to the top, out to the side, fur, up and down. I do big ears for cartoon characters because it makes them more cute. And then for the inner ear, I try to focus on a triangle, kinda, like that. However, in nature, this is one of the things that makes it even cuter. Is in nature, I study my dog for this. They have really fluffy ears, both inner and outer. Therefore, this is more of a curved triangle instead of straight. I'm gonna add a little hair. Oh, it's so cute. And then for the other ear, you have to have. Can you just shut up, please? Thank you. For the other. What?
You can go blow up and spoon everything.
Yeah. He's not really interested in this, anyways. So for the other ear, it's going to be facing the other way. So what do? Use perspective. Now, normally, if you don't use perspective, the ear shape would be like this, the inner ear. You don't want that. You want to take into account that, yes, there is fluff in the ear, so you want to go the other way, like here, but reversed. However, the inner ear is smaller over here because there's less showing. Kinda like this. Now, the way I draw, like, say that this one doesn't have fluffy cheeks, but normally I do fluffy cheeks. So I do a curved line out, then in, then out, and in again. Or sometimes, I'm gonna erase that. I do down and inwards to out, and then outwards to in, and another in, out, out, in. And I do that for the other side too. And then I just use, what? Okay, then I use the base, which is a circle, to make the bottom of the head. Now, about less than halfway, if you make the T crossing on the head, I put my eyes on the middle line that's going horizontally instead of the vertical, and I put them a little ways away from the vertical. So I'm gonna trace that now. Now the confusing part of these is, yeah, I have. Thanks. I've disabled pen sensitivity. Actually, no. My pen's just not very sensitive. Because I changed that setting. Yeah. The nose is the hardest part to set on the face. So you have to take when you're doing Toonie, I normally do it just below the line and just below the furthest eye. And then I take a curved line and wrap it around the nose, but not all the way to the chin. For the mouth, you can either make a dot under the nose, to the side of the nose, or anywhere you would like. However, the way I make mouths is you start with an upside down V, kind of, and then you bring the corner that the closest facing eye is on out towards the corner of the eye, furthest to whatever side the face is more focused on, I don't know. And then I bring the corner of the mouth back and make a curved line to the bottom. I often add a little fang and a tongue. For eyes, I do big, expressive eyes. And normally, I do eyebrows. They're so cute. Okay. So, this is just a little question. Do we want the eyes to be facing us? Or a different direction? Okay. So I'm going to be making it look left, in which I make a big oval in the middle, but not, well, in the middle to the left side. I find it harder to do the other eye because I don't know, I'm just weird. Normally I just leave it like this for sketches. When you get to the neck, you know what? I'm gonna make it naked. Ah. So start with a circle, make a T-shaped pattern for wherever you want the character to look.
Join that me with something so laggy and that I've been frozen for a long time. I would be able to know what you're doing.
You can move the text box.
No, it's not the text box.
No, I'm talking to AMD fanboy. Sorry. It's just when I'm in verbal chat, when I type text things out, I tend to say it.
How about you with those pupils really big?
Those what?
Those pupils.
This is toony. There's no such thing as too big.
There's never been such things.
Some people have really big noses. Make a... Okay. Under the furthest facing eye, closest to the center, there should be a nose. Make it whatever shape you want. And then from the corner of the eye, bring it out to bring it out to the parallel area of where the furthest side of the mouth starts. Okay, this is hard to type in chat. It's easier to explain it verbally. Okay, so I'm going to do the pause. One thing that people struggle with. And for me, I'm a cheater. I just use circles and ovals. You see that?
Oh my gosh, join that me, please.
Circles.
That doesn't seem good.
They're toony, not realistic. Eh. Okay. We're gonna do the other pause too, in which the thumb is in the front more. So therefore, the thumb would be the bigger part of the hand.
Now I need to rotate my canvas completely.
Okay. I would suggest just getting a piece of paper and pencil. And you can sketch on the paper, but I would suggest leaving a column on the side of the paper for notes on what you can do to make it easier for you to draw. And what you can draw sketches of the eyes I do. I'm going to save this. Drawing example. And move it to the folder. What?
Getting paper
Okay.
from my such conveniently placed printer.
Wow. So let's wait. Just checking my dashboard. You back? Okay. Okay. I don't know how to explain this. The muzzle. AMD has troubles placing it. The nose goes right between the eyes, but a little further down than the horizontal line. A little. What? Not really. You don't explain anything. You just say, do this! Just do this! And everything will be fine. Do you realize how many reference sheets I've had to go through? Oh look, your friends are talking. Wow. Yeah, in Skype. You know what? I'm leaving. Yep. Okay, are you back? Okay, I normally do the pause first. And the feet pause their feet, of course. So I either no, I do. I just make an oval for now. I make a line about 3/4 down. And then I make 2 lines separating that smaller section into 3. So that's a paw. Kinda. No. Hey George, I'm teaching. Go away. Shoo. Have some truvia. Fake sugar. Okay. Bye. Go. Brothers. Yeah. Okay, he left again. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna draw the other paw. Go away!
What?
I was talking to my brother. I love bamboo. This way. For him. It's not discontinued. It comes with the first plugging in of the tablet. I believe the tablet stores the program. I can't listen to music, I'm talking to you. Okay, so do the same with this. Had mine for 5 years so far. Haven't replaced the tip. I haven't had to replace my pen tip for a while. So this one is going to be different. You mark 2 lines separating it into 3 sections again. However, you erase a section, the furthermost, and you flatten the foot a little.
Gosh, what's it take to get a supernova in the grade?
Speeding up time.
Want to see it start?
Okay, so we're going to do the neck, in which for 2 knee things it's really thin. One thing people love is fluffy chests. So these are these are the I'm going to do the fluffy chest now. So normally you see people do this a lot, like me. What? Okay, we can't really hear you. Oh well. So we're just going to do spiky chest fur. I pull out the neck a little. I can't access, there we go. Okay. Your mic is junk, we heard. So, spiky chest hair is very spiky. It's fun to draw too. So basically just lots of spikes. Everyone loves fluffiness. Everyone wants to though. And I continue it down until the hips. So I'm just gonna leave it there because this is the hip part. Right here. I don't know. We're gonna do the forearms. Everyone likes fluffy things, right? So basically just form the forearms. Should be thinner where the wrist is. And should be thicker where the elbow is. On the elbows, people like to add fur, and in this case, I'm going to add fur. So then it ends like that. You want to bring down the side that's more formed than the other until it's just barely connecting. And people like fluffy things still. Sorry for repeating this, but so I make the shoulders extremely fluffy. I use the same technique as I do on the chest. However, it's in a different direction and it's curving. Again, I do not close the gap. I leave very little space open. And then for the upper arm, I basically just trace the lines. I would suggest doing this new thing on okay, don't care. And I love it how I only did one arm. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other arm without explaining it. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna do the hips now. Yay! The favorite part.
Oh, really? Why is it favorite part?
I don't know. So. Okay. On cartoon animals, people normally don't do the hips. Well, they don't think about the hips, so.
They put no thought nor effort.
The hips is,
Trying to think.
yeah, kinda. The hips is where the crotch would normally be. Right here. And I just avoid it. Well, not avoid it, I wait until I get the legs done to add that part. So I'm just going to I'm going to do the most outer one, outer leg first. So I start with the thighs, because who wouldn't? And I form it so then it's more round, so then it's rounder than the oval that is the base. And I pull it down and curve it so then there's at least a bit of space between it. And this foot is positioned awkwardly, but this is going to work. So I just take this curl and not curl. I take this oval and bring it up. So then it's connected at the foot. And then it goes back behind the inner leg line a little. And then I take this and then I make another line. That's connecting the knee area to the foot. And then I make a little circle. Not a little circle. I round it off. And then we're going to do the other leg, which is the same thing. Bigger. And look! Our crotch was made. Very helpful. So I'm going... Again, the outside of the leg curves. You can't see that, but I'm going to flatten this out. Because why not? I'm recording this with voice tips and uploading it later. So you don't need to pay attention now. But later would be... I can't spell. Would be would be preferred. I'm so bad. Yep, preferred. So, I'm gonna do the tail. Very fluffy, so. I had a rounded oval that curved and came to a tip. You want to trace that, and feel free to just sketch it out to make it look even more fluffy. Use lots of strokes. And I guess there you have it. A cartoon character. Furry thing. Now I'm going to teach you how to do digigrade. Digigrade legs. Meowie doesn't work there. Meow doesn't work there. Litten. It's bad. Eh. Sketch jump for Thursday teaching. So we're gonna draw this character here. This guy has digigrade legs, which are the more complex form of plantigrade. They're also animal based. So I'm going to start with the stick figure again. However, I'm going to do a different pose, probably. So you guys can see someone leave? Oh no. We lost you. We lost Litten.
Clayton, no. Wait.
We lost him. Her. It's a her.
I think it might be you.
What?
I feel like it might be you.
Okay. I'm just gonna recall.
Yeah, okay.
You feel so happy you could die. Whoa.
No, don't stop.
This is weird. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue.
My normal voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like my normal voice.
I like it. It's really nice.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. So digigrade has more complex legs than normal. And it's not very easy to do. Because you have to think about the anatomy, which I'm not good at muscles, so I'm not doing that. Normally I do little sketches of the legs. Normally when I do digigrade legs, I do dropped crotches. So where the legs would have come together for plantigrade, they don't go together there. So let's get started. Opacity down. Opacity. Ugh. Looking stupid. Not really. I'm drawing the folded ear dog thing with digigrade legs now.
Floppy ear.
Floppy ears.
Yes.
You feel so happy you could die. Okay, so I'm just going to do a sketch and explain what I'm doing. So I'm doing the eyes. They're going to be real big and expressive. And I'm doing eyebrows too. Not waiting until the... Normally I don't wait to do the eyebrows. But I did when I was drawing that other thing. Now, I tend to think that floppy ears tend to be like... floppy-eared characters tend to be more worried. Because, why not? So, here's a floppy-eared character. It's real.
Those are some huge ears.
Again, this is a cartoon thing. Yeah. I screwed up that line. I'm not very good at explaining things, but I'm drawing the neck now. Normally they're longer, but I don't care. This is a more advanced form of sketching. I would suggest not doing this form until you have mastered the building of the body. The bodies.
Doing of the thing.
The body's anatomy. So, I'm not drawing any boxes or circles or ovals or anything. I'm just going off my head. Oh. Good thing I'm recording still.
That should be one coherent sentence.
Hey. So I do really fluffy legs when it comes to digigrade. I'm gonna do the arms first. Forget about your friends, they don't care, but we do. This paw. What do people... Okay, what? I want this one. Okay. So, fluffy shoulders yet again. Again, this is not advised for new people when it comes to art with characters like this, unless you are ready to either make something amazing or to try again. Okay. So the upper part of the body is done. So I'm going to move on to the digigrade part of the body. Now I do the crotch before I do the legs, which is just a curved line and fluff, because why not? And the leg is made out of 4 parts actually for digigrade. For plantigrade it's 2. Plantigrade is human-like legs, digigrade is animal-like. For those who didn't know. I cut the leg into 2 different parts, the upper leg and the lower leg. The upper leg is what forms the, I forgot, the upper part of the leg on animals, I guess. Yes? You'll get to know how to. I used to be inexperienced. I can't spell today. Leg.
I can spell.
I can't spell today. So I normally do fluffy upper legs. And then I bring it down into fluffier, different compartments of the legs. Now for the lower part of the body, it's kind of like a foot. You have the back of the foot and then kind of like the toes at the front. It's just something you have to work on. I mean, I do a lot of sketch dumps on paper, so I can actually practice different things like that. On paper, I do the same thing, but it takes more time. So, I'm pulling it out into more of a foot-like way. I know people do like muscular things here. Ugh. This is ugly. This is a fail. Oh well. I've done better like that and stuff. So here's the fluffy, fluffy, fluffy tail. And I'm done! Yay, I'm done.